What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Reggie Casual. It is cold as balls today, but we on site. Let's get it. You know, it's actually kind of poetic that I'm coming to Shimokitaza to talk to you about change, because this place has changed so much since I first started living here. Like this is again, I know I've taken you guys here several times, but this is the first place that I lived. And it is so different. It's like everything is being changed. There's so much construction and stuff happening. New stores are popping up. This entire area has just been renovated. And that's why I say like the Japanese are well equipped for it. You talk about thousands of years, hundreds of years, let's just say hundreds, where the entire culture has been flipped on its head several times. We have Meiji era, we have Edo Jidai, we have Heian Jidai. We have so many different eras of Japan, and understanding those changes that happen during each and every one of those changes gives you some insight into how Japanese perceive change. That's why you never see fashion companies from Japan like go out of Japan, because they know they will have to change their entire operation, how they operate to compete in the West. They feel much more comfortable staying here, being where they know the changes will happen, but those changes are in a community that is largely homogenous. So at the same time that everything is changing, Japanese people be Japanese people. I remember like this entire road used to be different. Some of the stores are still here, which is great to see, but a lot of them have left, come in. I remember this place right here. This place used to not be a Burger King. Now it is a Burger King. There's a bad quote, like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, failing and expecting a different result. It's not always that. Situations change. The climate changes, you know, business changes. It's up to you to understand what those changes are and take advantage of them. Thinking that just because somebody did it a particular way 10 years ago, 5 years ago, let alone 2 years ago, you think maybe if I do it that same way, I might be successful too. And that's fine if it's still viable. But if it's no longer viable, it's up to you to understand what are the new ways while using those examples in an updated fashion so you can be better equipped for your future. But what I've noticed is a lot of people, once we get into the nitty-gritty, once we get into the complicated stuff, they taper off because it's hard. You have to change how you operate. You have to change how you feel about the world. As a business person, that's like your job. Your job is to change. Your job is to adapt. If you can't adapt, you're gonna be stuck in I wish purgatory. If you have an inability to change your mind, and if you're so stoic in staying the same way forever, then you're not gonna grow as a person, and you're definitely not gonna grow as a business person, because you lack the ability to say, hey, things have changed. Let me go ahead and adapt to those times. Or you're just gonna be okay with failure, right? You're okay with failure, so I'm not gonna change. And that's a whole bunch of people. I'd say about 50% of people are like that. They're resistant to change because once you change, it means that whatever that they thought before isn't viable anymore. For instance, like if I said something and somebody feels like, yo, in the past you said this, bro, that's how you felt in the past. It's like, yeah, but I changed my mind. And The reason why they don't like that is because it forces them to change their mind about you, right? So it forces them to change their mind about you, which is why they don't want anybody to change. There is a base you, and that base you is important. But there is a balance, that balance of change and progress. Tried to go into ABC Mart, get myself some Converse highs. Talking about change, Japan needs to change the policy that doesn't carry size 11s. That's right, so if you wear anything above a size 11 in this country, you could be hard pressed to find the thing that you want to get. It's terrible. Need to fix that, Japan. Change is a-coming. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gonna come. I'm actually gonna get some curry pong. I like curry pong, see? Sumimasen. Hi, beef curry. 1個お願いします。はい。疲れた。お願いします。Get myself some beef curry pong. It's gonna be delicious. Talk about changing and change your taste buds. I should have got keema curry. Hi. Hi. Hello. Oh, this is gonna be so delicious. I think I'm gonna sit down and eat this. Gotta go to a place where I can sit down. If you're watching this in 2020, you know things have changed a lot in 2020. Whole world has changed. You're gonna have to change the way that you think, the way that you move. And you can't be afraid of it. That's half the reason why a lot of people who I talk to, who I consult with, you know, they kind of act like they don't know what they want to do. But it's only because they're afraid that if their thoughts aren't right, they're gonna fail. That fear of failure, I always tell people, it's not failure, it's experience. That's what mistakes are. And you can try a whole bunch of things, as long as you're not like losing money in the process, which is also hard. But again, you restructure, you reorganize, you take what you've learned, and you adapt. For instance, something as simple as, you know, hanami, which is like flower watching, right? Like hanami comes around when the sakura saita, when cherry blossom bloom, right? When they bloom, it's only for like a week and a half to 2 weeks maybe, and then they're gone. It's like this idea of impermanence, like things are not going to last forever, so try to experience them while they're there. But on the flip side, if you live in Japan, you know it comes by every year, so you have to wait again, but the situation might change. Like hanami this year, it was hard to do because COVID, because of Corona, which is sad. But if you have like sakura tree in your area, then you can do your own little personal hanami. You change, you adapt. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself out of this cold and change my location, but we're gonna do a lot more of these so you guys can get a little bit more insight into Japan, how it relates to what we're doing, how some of the concepts of Japanese culture relate to the fashion industry or just fashion in general, and just culture. You know, we always say international fashion, culture, and business. I'm gonna get a little bit more into that culture part in 2021. So this is your boy Reggie Casual. This has been On Site, and as always, keep it casual. I still got this Band-Aid on. I don't know if we dropped the video when I had the Band-Aid on the first time. It's getting kind of grody, but again, keep it casual. I need to keep it casual with this damn Band-Aid. You know, change it or something. Anyway, you guys have any questions? You guys want to see anything? Anything, whatever. Comments. Do it in the comments. I'll see you guys in a minute.
Just give them estimates. Somersaults for my Benjamins. I got what you need, baby. Skirt and Chevy make a scene.